I'd like to share a little bit around where Lego Serious Play came from. It all began in the mid-1990s. Lego, as we think of the company today, we see today Lego as this amazingly, incredibly successful organization. We actually can't imagine child play without Lego bricks. And if you are a parent, and I am, you invariably at least once stepped on a piece of Lego in the middle of the night and howled out in muted pain, or you have a collection of Lego lying around your house in various boxes, perhaps in the attic, perhaps in your child's room right now. Lego is such an essential part of today's understanding of toys and quality toys that have stood the test of time, that are creative, that inspire our children to play and to create and to follow instructions and to break the rules. It is an incredible company. However, in the 1990s, things were a little bit different. We might not quite remember, but in the mid-1990s, the toy market was facing quite a radical change. We had this thing called TV games. And this really was starting to disrupt the industry at the time. There were lots of competing pressure, and Lego was actually in a world of hurt. The founder's grandson and then CEO, Kjeld Christensen, was at the time realizing and recognizing this major challenge that Lego had. Yet he was also very dissatisfied with the current approaches to strategic development. The typical old school way of long-term planning, your 3 to 5 year plans, very kind of old school type approach to planning and strategy. And we know that Lego is anything but old school. He met with 2 professors from IMD in Switzerland, in Lausanne, who were grappling with the same challenge, yet were approaching trying to understand it from an academic point of view, trying to research and understand some of the hallmarks of effective strategy and what could we glean from that and bring into our current approaches. They had I'd imagine, a very interesting chat one day, one evening. Let's fill in the details. And they decided they were going to collaborate. So Lego, through Kjeld Christensen, decided to support and set up a business unit called Executive Discovery within Lego to fund and support research and development into new ways of doing things, with 2 objectives. One being that the professors could, from an academic point of view, stimulate new thinking and receive funding to do so. And then from Lego's point of view, that new thinking and new approaches could come into the way that Lego was doing its strategic development. They went through a whole lot of research and development and really formed the foundation of a lot of the concepts that we see in this Lego Serious Play methodology today, including things like metaphors and landscapes and connections. Yet something was not quite fitting together. And so along came Robert Rasmussen, who at the time was in the product development aspect or part of Lego, focusing on education. And he was specifically interested and brought a particular perspective of looking at how Lego bricks could be used in strategic discovery, and brought in the hand-centered learning, some of the new things into this team, and through a collaboration of this diversity of team have worked on, over the years of the iterations, developed the Lego Serious Play methodology as we know it today. This Executive Discovery business unit grew to such an extent that Lego had to say, well, what business are we really in? This is something that we land up asking ourselves about our businesses quite often. What business are we actually in? And they said, well, we're in the toy business. We're not in the strategic development business. And so they decided to pull this unit out of the mothership, as it were, and to make the methodology open source and establish the Association of Master Trainers to look after and caretake and develop the foundations of this methodology and to grow its application worldwide. That's where we find ourselves today, that if you'd like to become a certified facilitator in the Lego Serious Play method, you go along to one of the core team of the Association of Master Trainers. You go on a very intensive training program over 4 days, and you bring home, like I did, tons of Lego, usually. So today, there is a worldwide community, a very generous, supportive community focused on applying these foundational principles, the method, the principles of that method in a consistent way globally.